end. I'm going to do one more because I cannot end on that marginal feeling of slightly being defeated by each with object. Should we try an Atbash cipher, an ancient encryption system created in the Middle East? That probably sounds easy. It's the next one. I got to do it. Oof. It could hopefully it's just like make a hash of key values and then loop through it, or look them up. Oh my, I really hope so. Okay. What is this thing? Create an implementation of an Atbash cipher. The ancient encryption system created in the Middle East. An Atbash cipher is a simple substitution cipher that relies on transposing all the letters such that the resulting alphabet is backward. Okay. I thought, for some reason, Atbash could be like any amount of sliding. Maybe that's a different one. But yeah, so Atbash in this case is exactly backwards. So just reversed. It's a very weak cipher, yeah, because it only has one possible key, and it is a simple mono-alphabetic substitution cipher. However, this may not have been an issue when it was made. Cipher text is written out in groups of fixed length, the traditional size being 5 letters, leaving numbers unchanged and punctuation excluded. This is to make it harder to guess things based on word boundaries. Okay. And then all text is lowercase. So you take groups of 5s, and then when you spit it out, you give it no spaces. Well, this one says there is spaces. It's interesting. Why did the space move? Well, maybe we'll have to look at that. Right? There was a space at 4, and now there's a space at 5? Is that a space? Yeah. It's weird. Okay. Let's try it. Hopefully it's not lying to us and it's actually easy. Because boy, oh boy. Wordy. I mean, we did it. It just was, I'm stumbling on my own syntax, not the problem. Okay, so we've got an Atbash .encode. There's no new, so guess what? We're just using a module for this. Selfie, self.encode, and text, plain text. Yeah, we'll copy their naming. I like that. So run the test, get past the const errors. So now we should have gotten buffer, and we got nil. So I think we just make a big old key. Should we call it the key? The key. And it's going to be every letter. Ooh, this is going to be. Oh, I bet there's a neat way to do this with an array and grab the opposite index. Like if you're at 1, grab -1. If you're at 2, grab negative. Like, would that work? Do those? I mean, I could even, yeah, I'll do .cars on it so I don't have to. I'm just going to go that far. So 1. Oh, we had to pad it. We'll give it a, I don't know, give it a pad. So it's 1 indexed. So that's A. And then -1 is G. And then 2 is B. Okay. That could work. Let's, I'm curious. It's not the normal. My brain immediately went to a hash map of key value, and maybe that's actually faster because it's constant time lookup. This is like more clever, but now you're having to do array. I mean, an array index is also constant. So yeah, maybe it's fine. Percent dub, and then I just gotta add. There's oh idiot. No one say it. Don't say it. Because you know Ruby's cool. Don't even say it. I knew you were gonna that works, right? I might need to I need to quote it probably. Oh, how cool is that? What other language lets you range just like alphabetic characters? That's so cool. So if we take that, that's now our big old alphabet array. It's an array now, and then we can reverse lookup, negative lookup the key every time. Should we just call this like alphabet? I'll just call this alphabet. It's not really the key anymore, right? It's just the list of letters. So what we need to do is loop through the characters of our text, replace it with something from the Cipher text, which is just the reverse lookup or the negative lookup, and then push it back together. So we're going to do the dumb thing first, which is like split it, swap all the characters one by one, and then put it back together. We actually should be able to use a object or a reduce here or an each with object, but now I'm scared. Now I'm scared to do it. Oh, and then we learned about each car, which yeah, each. Oh, I wanted. Got a tab? No, don't know how to use my own. I think I just got a tab down to hit. Yeah. Yeah. Each car, but I want each with an object. Okay, fine. No, you know what? No, we're gonna do the dumb way. We'll say encoded. It'll be nothing. Let's use the each car. Do car. And then for each car, we're gonna say encoded dot push. So what is the encoded car? It's the alphabet. It's the index of my current character in alphabet to the negative, right? So we need to get, this is going to be a very verbose way, maybe. Current index is alphabet dot index of. Learn how to type. Right, index of car. Is that it? That's a thing, right? That's a index. Index of is JavaScript. No. Oh, brother. That's what happens when you learn too many programming languages. I think you just start mixing them all up. Index. Okay, and then we get B. It's 2. Okay, great. So we got the current index. Now we need the negative of that. So we're going to push whatever the value is at alphabet negative current index. That should start pushing in the reversed, and then we can return encoded. Maybe. It doesn't like uninitialized constant Atbash alphabet. Someone should have told me. You should have told me there was a typo there. Push You can't push onto a string. Remember I said we had to do 2 steps on it. I forgot about that. I was just pushing them in. We could probably use plus and keep it as a string and just keep adding string characters to the string. So this is interesting. Why? We were off by 1. We were expecting BVH, and we got CWHI. Negative the current index. Minus 1. 1 minus the current index. It's the negative index minus 1. Is that what? That's interesting. That only works for 2. Oh, we need to handle some errors. But okay, we'll get back to why I needed to -1 that. I don't think we should have, because this. Oh, we didn't make a buffer. That's why. Well, I don't know what's more confusing, making the buffer or making the encoded do the -1. We'll just leave it like that for now. But we need to handle the input a little better. So if the plain text is all big, we're gonna make it small. Ooh, undefined method negative @sign. I wonder how that got there. That should have looked up nothing. Oh, maybe it was, yeah, yeah. Why? That should have not worked. We need to double check that plain text is downcased. Always got to make sure. Okay. Yeah. 2 uppercase, downcase. All right, 1 more. Good. Oh, we got to handle all the spaces in the input. So we need to squash. If we do each car on OMG, we can probably just compact the array. I bet. Cars. It's an empty space. So we'd have to filter spaces out. What's the fastest way to do that? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that. Twitch must take just a ton of energy to run the live, whatever the WebSocket is for the chat, plus all the reactions and stuff, plus the video. Just how should we? You're back. How should we handle spaces inside the plain text? I need to filter these out either right here, or parse the plain text to in another method or something. But is there a nice way, either as a string? Oh, you know what I could do? I mean, this is easy. This. I don't know where comma is on my keyboard. Right, so if we gsub oh yeah, we could probably do, right, they're probably going to want to trick us, so we can do this instead. Any space character, and we'll do it any space character 1 or more times. See if that works. Okay. Oh, but now we need to split it every 5, and then when there's extra, just like there's 3 now instead. I think each. I think I'm maybe cheating by looking at by using the answer from a previous answer? Maybe not. Where's my underscore at? So each slice, 2. So like if I have blarty. Oh, it needs to be an array to grab numbers of the array. So before I join it back, and then I could join it with a space, I think. Is that how I want to do that? I could also just check, you know what I could do? I could check the length if it's modulo 5, add a space, right? That's actually kind of easy. So before I push the current character, yeah, let's just do that. So if encoded dot length so push a space if the encoded length, learn where modulus is. Oh my gosh. 5. 5 is 0. So if we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Oh, and length is not 0. Oh, you sneaky. Okay, that's a bad way, right? Because it's gonna be 5, 6, and now it's off by 1. So I think, yeah, there's an easier way. For some reason, I thought that would work. Split each slice. Man, I need to fix my. Really need to fix my. It's yeah, Ruby. What is it? Let's see what each slice does. Yeah, that's exactly what I want. If you call it with nothing, right, what does that return? Sweet. Sweet. And then join with a space. Flatten. Oh, enumerator. I have all of my groups. I need to take each group, squish the group, then sum the whole group, right, into a join space, then join, or join nothing, then join space. So I need to map before I flatten it. I need to map. This is even getting a little dicey here. Oh, so each C, or this is each group, right? Hopefully. And then so group dot join by nothing, just join it. then flatten it. Yep. Then join by space. That's what I want. So encoded is our array. We're going to slice it up by 5. Now it's just I can't even give enough space. Ew. Okay. What else did we miss? Ooh, punctuation. Okay. Punctuation should be easy because we should be able to sub not just spaces, but any non-word character or. Let's make sure our regex is doing what we think it is. Go to our lovely friend here. Nope. And then what's our regex? So that matches. Do I even need? Yeah, I don't need a match. I don't need a group. Any white space or any non-word character. Oh. 0 or more, 1 or more, plus. I think I want pluses there. Oops. We're still hitting a little weirdness in, I think it's looking up in the index because that should never happen. So like our current character, oh yeah, it's not too bad. Our current character is not what we expect. So let's see, debug the char. I want to do that times 560. I want to see so many spaces. I actually don't need to do that here because it puts it here. Testy. That looks right. Should be testing. Did we hit a G? We hit the I. Oh, it's so mad at us. Why does it think that there's... Oh, those count as characters, so it just stops. Okay. Test 1. Numbers. We didn't handle numbers at all. Ugh. Whew. Gotta read the instructions, people. Gotta read the instructions. Numbers, if this doesn't exist, if there's no number, you just leave it there. You don't swap it. You just leave it. So what does index of a number do? That's what I think we're breaking on, right? So if we do blardy cars index of 1. Okay, no, it's fine. It's fine with that. What is this? This is a weird error. This is an @ sign? Like, where are you getting @ sign from, bud? Anyway, we just want to leave it. So if encoded dot push, jeez, push the car if car Do we have, should I 2i it? Should I can just, I can match. One to 0, 0 to 9. I think you would just do 2i is not negative 1. No, 0. I wish Ruby told me that that wasn't actually a number sometimes. For some reason, I thought there was like is digit. I don't know why I had that in my head. I don't know where that's from. Might be a Rails thing. Might be JavaScript. It's somewhere in my brain. We just need to know if the car is a number. You could do 2i. Right, because we know that if it's not, if it's like a W. Oops. Wait. In JavaScript, this is true. This is not true. Thank God. What is the easiest way to tell if a character is a number? Help me out. Ruby. Find numeric character. I want to extract it. Check if a variable is a number or a string. Well, is a, yeah, that's not what I want. Does the 2i 2s equal the 2s? Does the 2i 2s equal the 2s? Right, because if it is Blarty, that doesn't work because you get a 0 back. I'm going for it. That's what I'm using. So push the car directly. If the car's 2i 2s equals the car, that's just going to be itself, the integer. Oh, do we want? Yeah, it doesn't matter because we're pushing it back into a string. Otherwise, do this other stuff that should handle numbers. And we're still getting that weird negative @ sign. Okay, I think I need to add debug. We're just debug driven development here. Let's check our current index. And let's check car, maybe. See what those are. Okay. We're hitting a weird state. So the car it's weird that that's not a car. That's 2 cars. Right, wait. Oh, that's the current index. Dear God. I was like, how did that even happen? Okay, so we got to testing 1. 1 shouldn't get there. Right. How Bye, Jacob. Thanks for watching. Thanks for showing up. Appreciate you. So what did we get? What? Oh, man, we got more stuff. Oh, I made a mistake. False, 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 false. Oh, we got a true. Oh, return. For each car, I think we just want next. Yeah, we just kept, we did it. We just kept going. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it. Get rid of all this. Okay, Encode works. Now we gotta do Decode. Dear goodness. Whew. Whew. These are easy, guys. This is easy. Piece of cake. I do this all the time, clearly. I know exactly what I'm doing. This was clearly rehearsed. Obviously, practiced. Just first try, right? Solving it. Self decode. What does decode do now? So now we're getting the Cipher text. And now we just got to undo. Stop. We got to undo everything we just did. We know how to do it. Now we got to undo it. Got to do it backwards in reverse. I think it's maybe easier because now the whole point is like not knowing where punctuation and spaces and numbers go. So we just like push them all back as a single. It's just like one big string that has none of that. So it should be a little easier. So what's the first thing we need to do? Since the spaces don't matter, I think we can just get rid of them and then do our encoded check. So we should sub spaces. We don't need the down case. We need to say decoded. If it's a number, we could still do that. Otherwise, flip it and reverse it. And then I think we just map. So I think we can reuse a lot of this. Call it decoded. We don't have to worry about punctuation, so just spaces. Get rid of those. We know we're downcased. We do want to push numbers wherever they go. And then we want to do the opposite of this. So our index, our index is going to be, right, if it's, do we do the same thing? I think we do the same thing, right? If we got a Z, we want an A. So if it was a, yeah. How does that? Let's do the range. A. And if we had a Z, so we had our current index was 26, 25. Then if we go negative 25, we get a B, -1. That should just work. I don't think we negative it though. Now we just grab the current index. No, because it won't be negative. Yeah, same thing. Whoa, that's okay. Interesting. And then one too many. And then we don't need to slice it. We just map. I think we just flat join it. Or I think are we so lucky? Are we so lucky? We're not so lucky. Oh. We copy and paste errored. It's the ciphertext. Ciphertext. Undefined local variable method encoded. Okay. When you copy paste, be sure to change all the variables you used, or else you're going to hit errors over and over. That was supposed to be a quick one. I think I don't even remember where I was at. It was probably an hour in, and now we're at 2. Oh, my plan of doing all the easy ones first, real great. Okay, let's submit this just as iteration 1, and then we'll go back. And I should have did that with the last one. I didn't do it. So let's clean it up really quick. Then we'll check the community, and then I'm going to be done because now my brain hurts. So what do we got? There's a bunch that's the same. But does it just happen to look similar, right? This part's the same. The end is not at all, right? The end is very different. All that's different here is what we're subbing. So maybe we can make, if we make a method called, what is this called? Replace. I mean, this is actually doing, oh, but we need a reference to the thing too. So it would need, like, it'd be like replace, reverse, encode, Atbash, the things, right? But it basically would need your value. So it'd need like the current array, we'll just call it R. And then it would need the substitution, regex, right? So it's like, I need the array, and then what you want to sub by, and then everything could be different. Does that make it any better? Naming is hard. Let's see. Oh, but then we also need the text. So you need the text, you need an array, result array, and then you need your substitution. It's not going to get really any better, right? Because now we've got, let's just go down this path. So if we had a text, we had a sub, and then this is our array. Well, it starts off with nothing. Does it need an array, actually? It could make its own, right? And then return the array. We don't need to keep track of that. Let Atbash, whatever we call it. So we would, to replace this, we would do that. We would call this decoded. This would take in the cipher text, and then the sub would be, actually, can I pass it the instance of the regex completely? So like, it's a little better maybe. So this will be plain text, comma, get rid of all this. This becomes Atbash, the thing, encoded equals. Yeah, it's weird because you like it's not encoded or decoded. It does the same stuff to it. Is that true? Am I going? Yeah. Does this work? I did a lot. I did a lot in that little bit. plain text, encoded, decode, ciphertext, self dot. Decoded. Array. We take an array, we add some stuff to it, we return it. Oh. Yep, you're right. Oh. We made a boo-boo. And I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to I went too far. You went too far, man. Oh, the down case. Okay. Yeah. So we're going to down case it even though. So now we're getting into territory where now I'm doing extra work that I didn't need to do, but how expensive is a down case if the file was really big? Could be. Is that any better? It's kind of nice, you know what's the same. This is all that's different. All we did, we took text. We said, don't worry about non-word characters. I mean, actually, you know what? Is this crazy? Does this still... We don't need to look for them. We know they're not there, but it expected to. You gotta change your signature if you're just changing stuff. Ooh, okay. So the only thing that's different is how we process it at the end, right? When we encode it, we process with this slice to map to group to stuff. But when we decode it, we just say, give me everything, right? Just join it all up. So we know that this is all the same. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm gonna say that's it. I love it. Oh, I'll wait. Tell me where I did bad. No immediate feedback. Thank goodness. Okay. We'll check a community. Maybe two. We'll check the most submitted, and then we'll check the Code Golf version. What is the most submitted? Whoa. Okay. Hold on. How? Okay, we did the range. Encoding calls decode. Oh. Decode takes the down case, subs. Oh, it doesn't even... How does he get rid of the spaces? TR alpha. And then reverse. Whoa. Oh. Is that cheating? Right? Isn't that just taking every... What is TR? Ruby TR returns a copy of the string with the characters in from string replaced by the corresponding characters. Right? I mean, that's pretty close to using dot reverse to say reverse a method. Hey. That is the best. That is the Rubiest way to do it. I will agree with that. Did everybody do it that way? Mm-hmm. Okay. Replace. Oh man, I forgot about TR. That's a G sub. I was doing G sub. TR. You can define the corresponding things. That's cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, array with the range. Probably cleaner than a range 2A or range 2A. Man, so many interesting ways. Source dictionary, destination dictionary. This is more. Whoa. Today I learned you can define the body of a method with an equal sign. I've never done that. Never seen it, never done it. It looks kind of crazy. Data, delete space, and yeah, swap. Okay. It is kind of neat. I mean, I did like the idea of like decode is this simple text replacement, and then you call that in the encode. That was kind of cool. Okay. Oh, let's look at, I mean, these are kind of code golfed already, but let's see. That has to be, oh, that is the smallest one with it without having to define methods. That fits 7 lines. Yeah. Translate. That's probably like what we kind of did where we turned that. Whoa. Filter map. So fancy. Look at that. Oh yeah, double. Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Multiple definitions. It's weird that Ruby lets you even do that. Like, what a weird case. Why would you like? It seems like such a small case where that actually. Is this an array, or is this right? Is this like an array of things? Implicit square brackets, and then yeah, weird. Ruby's crazy. I think that's it. My brain hurts. I'm going to go for a run to make myself feel better. Okay. Fade to black. And bye.